For every shift that our paramedics work, and there are 13 paramedic teams, they see one domestic violence call. Every week, one of those calls is a result of attempted strangulation. Yes, we deal with this here in Ada County. In fact, when I was visiting with a pair of paramedics that have become really good friends of ours, and they were sharing this information, what they said next stopped my heart even more. The previous week, they had been to 2 suicides. One of them was a young teen boy, and he had hung himself. The other one was a young mom, and she had shot herself in the shower because she didn't want to leave a mess. They knew the reason for those suicides because they had been to each of those homes many times before. We don't read about that in the paper. So I've been at the WCA now for 9 years. I've heard the different stats. 1 in 3 women, 1 in 4 men will be physically abused, will be sexually assaulted, raped, and or stalked. That's one of the reasons that I'm so grateful to be here tonight, because you can become a lifeline for individuals in our community that could potentially use the services that we offer at the WCA. If someone doesn't know we're there for them, then sometimes they don't feel like they have an alternative. So one of our clients is named Cindy. She was a client quite a while ago, but her story, I think, can demonstrate the impact that one life can have on many lives. She came to us many years ago, in fact, taken by a team of paramedics to the hospital after yet one more horrific beating by her husband. So she's in the hospital. She knows she has 3 little kids. She has no idea what she's going to do because her husband has now been taken to prison. And someone told her about the WCA. So she came to the WCA, and as she started living in our shelter with the wraparound services of counseling and case management, counseling both for herself and her kids, the case management, the child care, financial education, and all of those supportive services. One of the things that really moved us when we hear her story, because she shared it many times, is that after a few weeks, she felt this awakening, where before she had thought her kids might be better off without her. She actually felt this new feeling, and she realized that it was hope. She'd never felt that before. So as she felt that feeling of hope, she really embraced all of the programs that the WCA had to offer. And over the next few years after she moved out with her kids, she raised 3 very competent, very energetic, wonderful children who all married, have kids of their own, and she now has grandchildren, and they are actually the first generation that has not known abuse. So here you see one life changed, but actually it has impacted 3 generations. And when she says to me that she is so grateful every day for what she went through at the WCA because her children can bring her flowers on her birthday instead of putting them on her grave, that's when it really hits me in the gut. What a change has taken place in her life. So if we are fortunate enough to be chosen tonight, the funding is going to help another family like Cindy's with children, and it is going to make an impact on generations to come, most of whom you will never meet. But I just want you to know how grateful we are for this opportunity to share Cindy's story, talk about the work we do, and several of us in the purple shirts here have information cards, and we'd love to share one with you if you want to take one with you to become a lifeline. So thanks again for the opportunity, and I'll turn it back to Mike.